So I just watched the new season of Barry, and oh my god, it was so good. I binged it all in one day. I had to. I couldn't watch it weekly. It's too hard for me to do. I had to wait for it to all finish so I could watch it all in one sitting. It was phenomenal. I give it a 10 out of 10, and here's my review. So one of the things I've come to love about Barry is its like unique and amazing characters, how every character feels different from one another. There's no two characters who are exactly the same. And the character who honestly surprised me most was Sally. For some reason, Sally in this season, phenomenal. She did a great job in the other two seasons, especially towards the end of season 2. But just in season 3, the show was way more focused on her character. And it's just stunning. I love it. Her character, the character isn't shallow. Like, it's a character trait, her being shallow. Like when Natalie gets her own show from their version of Netflix, just the anger and rage that happens to Sally is just, it's so good. It's so well done. I love it. And Natalie is more successful than Sally. And Sally's fall from grace, it was just done so well with Sally making one of those YouTuber apology type videos and just everything going wrong. She doing the worst apology she can, and then her going into her darkness, being like Barry and asking Barry how to break into her house for her. It's just it's so good. Let me talk about NoHo Hank. Hank was, we knew he was gay, but this season really showed it, and I'm really happy for that. He is such a funny character, and his relationship with the guy from the other gang is honestly so hilarious and so well done, just the two opposite gangs. It's like a better version of Romeo and Juliet, and it's just so fucking good. And the ending of it, it's so good. And Gene, Henry Winkler did a great job playing Gene in this season, and it's just his acting in the show is just, everyone had their own Oscar scene, Oscar-worthy scene, and it was just, and I hate the Oscars, but that's just the term. But oh my god, it's like Succession level acting. Even though they're both HBO shows and they're both incredible shows, there's just something about Barry, the comedy of it. Oh, and I didn't even talk about Elsie Fisher's character yet. Elsie Fisher does such a good job in Barry's, in the universe of Barry. They do such a good job. They're a new character on Sally's show, and they just do such a good job in this world of Barry where it's not our universe. It's way funnier than our universe. The comedy in this season hits. It's really good. It's really funny. Everyone has their own slightly different style of comedy, if that makes sense, in the show, but it all works towards the Barry comedy. It's done before, how Natalie has a different sort of comedy than NoHo Hank. It all works. That's what I'm trying to say. Barry just all works. The pieces that were put in place in earlier seasons are coming back here, and it's just so amazing. But there's this shot of Barry looking in the ocean at the beach, almost dying, with every single person he's killed. And and Barry realizing where he is it's just such a good scene, and I'm so happy they did it. Also, the jokes about writing arguments in episode 2 was just so well done, with Sally saying that arguments aren't perfect speech, and then the person who just argues back at her with perfect English. It's so fun. But then right after, an actual argument happens when Barry enters, and it's just it's a real argument, and it's so scary, it's so intense, and it's just so well done. And that's just all I could say about Barry. The level of polish on the show, the editing, the sound design, everything just comes together to make Barry Barry, you know? It's it can't really get better than how it is, but somehow it just does. And I'm really happy to say I really like the third season. Also, Fuchs' new name as the Raven is just so funny, and then NoHo Hank was like, go on Wikipedia, it actually has like multiple definitions. It's a really clever name. It's not something I made up on the spot. It was so funny. And then Fuchs using that name later on at the end of the show, that's how he wants to be referred to in prison, is so funny. And for the character Barry, Bill Hader does such a good job. With everything in the show, the writing, the directing, Bill Hader just does it all, and he can act so well as Barry. It's like the perfect role for him, like way better than anything he's ever done before. And I've been saying that since season 1. But really, like the coming together in season 3, how everything comes together just in a way. It just is so well. You need to watch it for yourself to fully grasp what I'm talking about. But it's done like really well. Barry's character, how he evolves, how he doesn't want Sally to go into the same life that he has, and him struggling with himself is just really great. The plot in the season was really great too. I'm really happy they chose to do what they did, and it just works. Again, it just works in the world of Barry. I'm really happy Natalie finally has something good going for her, even though Sally doesn't. And I kind of like that Sally doesn't and Natalie does, because Natalie's been put in the shadow in season 1 and 2 so much. But now that she's finally gaining success, I hope they have something to do with that. Like that link with Natalie and Barry coming into season 4. And yes, there hopefully will be a season 4, because the way the season ended was wonderful. If that was the end of the show, I couldn't have that, but yeah, no, there definitely will be a season 4. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe if you want. Bye.